if you want to get super technical about it. But the funny part was that the paramedic walked over to him before it all went real bad. It was like were you the one driving the car or whatever? And he's like, no, I don't know. And then it's funny that the thing the paramedic didn't ask him was, did you ever finish Huckleberry Finn? Everybody, welcome to Royal Man Record Night, Friday night, party time!
Party time!
Party time! Thanks for coming to here for party time. Friday night, that's what you want to do. And we appreciate you joining us. We got Jay here with us. Steve's been working a little different schedule this week. So we got...
Steve has been the night man this week. Right?
Night man.
He's been the nighttime worker.
He has been a nighttime worker. And so he's been doing that. We got a couple different little things we've been doing this week. Hey, I'm trying not to get too crazy. It didn't work.
What?
I know. It didn't really work.
You tried not to get crazy?
We had a special event going on tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm planning on maybe Facebook Live in a little bit. So if you want to check out tomorrow night on our Facebook page, I may be doing a little Facebook Live special presentation, but I can't tell anybody what it is. It's going to be this thing.
Me too. I'm going to do one too.
It's going to be this whole thing going on, and so I'm trying not to get too crazy because tomorrow night we're definitely going to be getting crazy. So anyway,
Facebook Live me laying in bed watching Perry Mason.
Perry Masor. Your level's low. You gotta bark it up.
If we're friends on Facebook, then look for that in the upcoming months.
Yeah.
Years, decades.
Take that up to. It's got to be up here. You're a low talker. It's got to be up your damn gourd.
You couldn't be up too high because my chin would block it.
No. Look at the level. Talk.
What?
See, that's much louder.
What?
I'm still going to project, though. Back of the room.
Project.
Pretend someone in the restroom area is trying to hear you.
But the restroom's outside.
That is true.
How are they going to hear me outside?
So anyhow, we got some shit going on. We've been doing some stuff. We've been playing some records, and we've been having a good time this evening.
Yes, sir.
You know what I heard earlier this evening?
What's that?
The Warp Tour.
Remember the Warp Tour?
You remember exactly. That's what most mofos.
It's still around. I mean, I've known.
No,
it's not.
Officially, the Warp Tour has been canceled.
Oh no, it's been around
after 22 years.
Yeah, I know.
They
have still
finally decided to on the Warp Tour.
Not making money, huh?
Dude, it was especially in terms of punk rock.
Yeah.
That was the money maker for the summertime.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Sublime was on that shit, no doubt, before they were all crazy.
They pick up all kinds of bands at each stop, like local to regional bands.
Yeah, it was like a legit kind of shit to aim for as a regional band.
Yeah.
And also for national acts was a great time to go see like a lot of the cooler, fringier type punk rock inspired bands.
Have you seen the documentary about the band that chases the Warp Tour?
No, but I was going to say the last few years, the Warp Tour has turned into complete just the shit you scrape out from underneath the tread of your shoe. It was garbage.
There's a great documentary. I can't remember.
Great?
I can't remember if it was, I don't know if it was Netflix. It's been probably 5 years. It was either Netflix or
MySpace.
Or Quello.
What?
Do you do Quello?
I don't do Quello, Jay.
Quello's an on-demand music channel.
I got a better question, Jay. Who the fuck does Quello?
I used to.
It's
an on-demand music channel. So it's basically documentaries. Okay. A lot of the same ones you know of.
Okay.
And but
cool.
they've got one for the Vans Warped Tour.
Uh-huh.
They followed them around it, and you know, it follows like 3 or 4 different people, kind of tells their stories 3 or 4 different ways. And
Yeah.
one of the people it follows is this local band out of somewhere, Arizona or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And they're trying to get on the bill to play the small stage, earliest time slot, in front of like probably 10 people.
Yeah.
But they try to do it the whole tour. Like they petition, like, and they finally, like, I think he slips a mixtape, or not a mixtape, but slips him a tape or a disc. Like the guy running it, like, just sees him out and say, here, like, we'd like to play. He takes the disc and gave him a slot, and it's...
Really?
I just ruined the whole thing for everybody, but, you know, sorry.
Spoiler alert.
It's kind of, but that's kind of how it ended, though. And then, you know, so, yeah. You remind me of somebody that used to go to my dad's church.
Probably not.
Speaking of church, tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
If you like sports,
Hey guys, if you've liked some of the records we've played tonight, we want to invite you back tomorrow morning. We're gonna have a special record ceremony service, whatever you want to call it, where I want to tell you, you want to talk about somebody that is really the god of rock. We're going to be talking about somebody that's the god of rock and really gave up everything he had for you. So if you want to see a real rock story, come back tomorrow morning. You may want to wear a suit or at least a tucked-in polo. You don't want to be out of place. And we'll talk about it, and we'll tell you how this god of rock, so to speak, will provide you with a path for eternal enlightenment. Was that too serious? Was it too serious toward the end?
Why am I laughing at that?
Well,
I feel bad.
I feel it was funny, and then I got too serious toward the end. I feel like I was getting ready to knock it out of the park, and then I kind of ruined it. But
I shouldn't
anyway.
laugh. I shouldn't laugh at that.
Yeah. You know we're big Melvins fans here on the program.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Yeah.
And this is something I didn't even realize. You know they're reissuing Gluey Porch Treatments, which is the first album. It's a great Melvins album. It reminds me of Bleach a lot.
Right.
Apparently, they're reissuing this shit on what's the album, the original album, Methamphibian Amphetamine Records.
Yeah. That was the Helmets label back in the day too.
But the shit's been
Lake process.
so. People at their label were like, "See, this is why we don't take pre-orders for records, because people freak out when it gets delayed because of pressing plants, and then we get people disputing PayPal buys and shit." And this is the kind of shit that happens. But anyway, apparently they're still coming. Apparently there was a November street date that they're not going to be able to meet. Which
street date?
means nothing to me because I didn't know this shit was happening anyway. Now they're saying it's going to happen like right previous to Christmas. So there's going to be some copies of Gluey Porch Treatments out on reissue right here previously before Christmas. I thought that was kind of cool. I would love to have that record on vinyl. How many rock stars have you drank today, Jay? You just finished
7,
number what?
8.
You leave more shit in a can than any man I've ever seen in my life.
It's free though. It doesn't matter.
When I pick up cans around here,
It's free.
I get ready to toss them, and I'm
it's
like,
like going to.
that's a J can, and I have to dump it out.
It's like going to the restaurant,
Old Country Buffet,
and getting a drink, and you're like only about right there and say, well, "Sir, you want me to fill that up for you?"
Yep.
Absolutely.
Bring me another cup, fill that one up too.
Yeah, and then if you leave it, you don't care.
I want another cup in it. I don't want nothing in it but cherries. I want
Don't do all that.
I want maraschino cherries in a pint glass.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds delicious. What about a pint glass full of maraschino cherries?
Nah, I don't like those.
Come on, Jay. It's terrible. Everybody loves maraschino cherries. So a lot of times I get these news articles that we do here on the show.
Yeah.
From a website called The Vinyl Factory. And they have a cool little news section. Something I picked up on here recently is this shit, Soho Radio. It's an independent online station where this Vinyl Factory also has a monthly show. They're planning a 24-hour marathon in which a huge lineup of artists will do a live direct-to-disc in the studio, like on vinyl, using the bespoke vinyl cutting lathe, which is what you're looking at here. Well, I got a picture of it.
Is that like...
That's what you're looking at right here. That's the lathe right there. So using this shit right here, the event will see artists cut 2 tracks each around the clock for 24 hours straight to acetate.
So is that the thing kind of like Neil Young did that time on that?
With Jack White. That's in a booth, though. That was one of those old booths.
But it's somewhere, though. They're cutting a lot
Jack
of
White has, the Live at Third Man does that.
Yeah.
That label, Live at Third Man.
Oh, they
does
go
that.
straight to vinyl?
But that's a show with a booth and a real, no, it's not a booth thing. That's a separate thing. Now, I don't really know any of these artists that are going to do this, but I just thought the process was pretty cool and that they're doing it in a kind of a marathon type format. I thought that was kind of cool. So they're going to cut all this shit, bring 2 artists in at a time. Bring artists in, they're going to do 2 tracks at a time, cut them direct to vinyl, acetate, and then keep it moving and get some up there. We should do that. Let's get a vinyl, let's get a pressing thing.
Oh, they're not cheap.
I got $1 million.
Yeah.
I'm loaded.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm loaded. I'll buy things, Jay.
Oh, you're loaded, all right.
Yeah, I'm loaded. Oh, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Nobody tells me anything.
Yeah, those things aren't cheap.
People step up and tell me shit, and I'll knock them right the fuck back down.
They're kind of like dinosaurs too, like tape machines, like hard to find parts for and things like that. So
I went over and shot that new dinosaur exhibit this week.
where?
It don't matter. Science Center. Nobody knows
I
that
know
shit.
they had one.
I'm not.
My son will like that though.
I'm not. Yeah. Oh, dude, he'll love it.
Yeah. Are you serious? You really want
Yeah. Yeah. At the Science Center, it's dope.
Yeah, my son loves dinosaurs.
Hey, check this out. This is something I didn't in the world of vinyl and records and pressings and stuff. I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently one of the rarest records is going to go up. And you hear a lot about rare
Didn't we
records.
talk about this recently?
Mm-mm. Okay, the Sex Pistols, regularly included in the list of rarest and most valuable records in the world. A canceled pressing of Sex Pistols' God Save the Queen 7-inch single on A&M Records is going up for sale in London this weekend. Now, that, although celebrating 40 years on the Virgin label, the God Save the Queen has a prehistory a lot of people don't know about. It was originally signed to A&M. There was 25,000 copies printed, but like 6 days after they signed it, Herb Albert, who was the king shit of A&M Records, of course, tore up the contract in just 6 days.
Wow.
Most of the records were destroyed. Handful were already on the way to media. So all this stuff was kind of like floating out there.
Yeah.
And so it's considered one of the rarest punk records in history and a missing piece of iconic popular culture. This God Save the Queen 7-inch will be sold this weekend by collector Eddie Locke in London. And there's no estimate as to what type of dollar amount this could possibly garner. But that's cool, and that's something. Man, I had never heard that story. You ever heard that story?
No.
No.
I've heard similar stories, but yeah.
I didn't know that there was a
I didn't know about the whole contract.
Sex Pistols,
thing.
like no, in the what's his face, Herb Albert, like tearing up the contract.
Him and the Sex Pistols, man.
I would not see them getting along, probably.
I figured they'd hang out,
Yeah, they'd be cool bros.
Yeah.
All broed out, bro. What? Whack. Whack.
But that's cool. We should buy it.
Let's buy it. We'll take up a collection.
A GoFundMe for that record.
What do they expect you to do? Drive 3/4 of a car? Jay, I've been saving
that General?
No.
What's that from?
It's a commercial.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Which one is that?
Jay, I want to bring something up.
Yeah.
We've not talked about this before the show.
Okay.
You can verify this if you want.
Okay.
We picked up a new sponsor this week.
Okay.
It's some people I've been talking to for a good while, something I'm pretty passionate about. And it's something I'm passionate about, and what that thing is water fountains. Now, I've always been a big fan of water fountains, but some water fountains fall far short of demand, expectation, and refreshment, for if you want to be goddamn honest for a second.
Right.
And one I've always found to be it just keeps coming to the top of my mind every time I think about water fountains. It's a company that we've got in cahoots with now called Oasis. Now, I can remember vividly my first Oasis experience. It really stands out to mind. And this is a true story. I'm not bullshitting here, folks. Middle school. And we went to the same middle school, Jay.
Yeah.
I can remember it's a computer class that I took. Mrs. Kaiser.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Kaiser?
I do, yeah.
Okay. I was in her computer class, and you would take, you come out, I remember I was constantly taking water breaks. I like water and
It's good for you.
water fountains. I remember taking a break, and I was like, I need to get a sip of water. So I go out, the water fountain right outside of her class
In the annex right there.
was different. All the other water fountains in our old-ass middle school were all like old, like shit you would see in a YMCA from 1954, haggard, dilapidated, non-refreshing, toilet water temperature bullshit. I'll be honest, bullshit. I'm sorry, bullshit. But there was this one right outside of her door, and it was an Oasis machine.
Yeah.
So cold, so refreshing.
Yeah.
And throughout my life, the best water fountains I've ever run across. You know, you always gravitate to that one that's in the building. There'll be a couple. One tastes like foot water, and then the other one's like icy, damn fucking cold. Every time I try to go for that icy cold one, you know what it is, Jay?
What's that?
It's a goddamn Oasis. Every time.
You know, I think I've told you before, my family owned a water fountain at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what I really enjoy from the Oasis line, it makes it a little different from a lot of, how you can tell it's an Oasis. First of all, it's got this logo on the bottom, but something like the PF8AC, which is kind of their standard model, which is kind of the flat model. It's got the buttons on the outside like this, and you see the logo down there at the bottom. But don't be turned off if you're a vertical water fountain guy, because they do have a standard model that's got the little flippy thing at the top, your standard segregated school from the 60s water fountain model. They do have that, but they're more of a progressive company, been around for more than 100 years, always at the forefront of water technology, if you would. Believe it or not, there was a time when the word eco-friendly was not part of social consciousness. There was a time when it wasn't part of theirs. For more than 100 years, Oasis International innovated, engineered, manufactured, and distributed some of the world's best clean drinking water. Recognized worldwide leader of bottled and pressured water coolers, and provide point-of-use filtration equipment, drinking fountains, dehumidifiers, and water pitcher systems to offices, schools, businesses, hospitals, municipal buildings, and homes. I mean, this is the real deal shit. If you want to go with you know what? You roll up somewhere, they got an American standard, quality brand, fuck them. Oasis is where it's at.
We had a Halsey Taylor in my family.
Halsey Taylor?
Yeah.
It
was good. It was really good. It was really good water.
Was it a German model?
I don't know.
Did they give you a serial number and make you print it on your forearm?
No.
Because they're Nazis. Because they're not Oasis.
No, it was a cool, it was about that tall. It was like square, like the stand-up cone.
Yeah.
And it had I guess the whatever pump and everything was inside of it.
butt pump.
They
We
just-
call it in the business. We call it a butt
You
pump.
just hook the backs up the water and you're
Yeah,
in business.
I've hooked my backside up the water a few times. I'll tell you what, now, Jay. Hey guys, you want to talk about butt water? We can get into a whole big deal.
Cat Bigtail just came in.
No, that's Fuzzy Ciano Jolly. It just came in.
Come on up here, kitty.
Fuzzy. Who wants to be a TV cat?
Kitty.
Hey.
Alright, she's getting ready to pee on your records. She looks like a fox, kind of. You notice that?
Virginia Fox.
She looks a lot better than her.
I don't have a comment to that.
I tell you that Virginia Fox. Have you seen her?
No,
lately?
sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Have you seen
I
the
don't-
ears on that woman?
This conversation's over, Jay. No. No.
Melvin Watt. What's with that guy?
Melvin, what? What?
I mean, is he a senator or is he a congressman? You tell me. What is he?
I'm not. I've got a good one, but I'm not even. I know. No.
Do you?
No. No.
You know the thing that gets on my nerves?
What's that?
These tall toilets, when you go in there and you try to pee, you just want me to pee all over myself?
No, I want you to drive 3/4 of a car. Let's talk about the record albums we played
Lord.
tonight. Hey, tonight, throughout the mix, Cameraman's birthday's tomorrow, so I played a couple of Cameraman style records
Yeah,
in
it
here.
is.
And I also I played some Bossman records in here, even though he's not with us tonight. Bossman's had a little tough of a week. I ain't gonna talk about his business and shit. So we played some Bossman records, just as a little tribute.
Tribute to the boss.
And most of these have been incredible additions to the Grown Man Record Night collection that, I mean, has completely reshaped a certain section of the shit that we've played. And nothing is more seminal than one of the first records he brought over here gave me. You see, like, there's a price tag, and then he crossed out and wrote free on it.
Did he steal it? Is that why? It was free?
Yeah, 5-figure discount. Black Moon, Into the Stage. Seminal early hip-hop. I mean, not early, some 90s hip-hop. And that's some stuff that I was like, heard of, but I wasn't really, wasn't like some of the shit that I really jammed. But that is just some classic 90s hip-hop that is, oh my God, how many MCs?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
How many?
I don't know. I don't know much about rap music.
Rap? You're not a rapper, Jay?
So don't ask
Rap
me
right now.
questions. By the way,
Take this verse.
this Grown Man Record. That ain't right. What do you say? I don't know. I almost had something going there
That's
for a
something.
second.
Yeah,
you know?
there was 2 or 3 words that rhymed in there.
You just gotta get fast with it. Maybe I could become a rapper.
Do it. Macklemore can do it. Chuck Berry. This is a Pickwick Chuck Berry deal here. That is tremendous. And Pickwick's got a bad name.
I don't know. I don't ever tell a difference between them.
But these, this songs that I don't see on Chuck Berry records anywhere else. Sweet Little Rock and Roller, Old Baby Doll, CC Rider, it's like it was on there. Check Me Out, Carol, Back to Memphis, Bring Another Drink. It Hurts Me Too, Good Night, Well It's Time to Go. This is not your Johnny B. Goods and Maybellines and shit like that, but it's this tremendous collection of stuff that you don't normally hear Chuck doing on your greatest hits type records.
Or did you buy it for the picture on the back?
Actually, Cameraman bought that and he kind of gave it to me, but that's a bad-ass picture. I mean, that defines rock and roll to me right there, that picture.
Chuck Berry. He was rock and roll.
Damn straight. And Jay came over and brought some record albums. And one of the ones I was like, oh yeah, we'll play this shit. We ain't played this in a little bit. It's not been too long. I refuse to play side one because it's got so many things that we hear on classic rock radio nowadays, which is cool and not cool all at the same time. But I always go with side 2 on Nevermind. So we got some Territorial Pissings, Drain You, Lounge Act, Stay Away, or Pay to Play. On a Plane, Something in the Way.
Isn't it weird how this is like classic rock now?
That is weird. I remember the first time specifically, when I heard U2 on a classic rock station.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what the hell?
Hot damn Rock 92, man.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Well, that was probably in the early 2000s, right?
90s.
90s.
Yeah.
The With or Without You song. That was.
Yeah, you heard like some of the stuff from Joshua Tree that was on classic rock radio, and it just blew my mind.
Yeah. There's a lot of bands like that.
Folks, I'll tell you what happens. Sometimes you say, hey Jay, go over and pick out a record. Put something on. Maybe not a rock record because we listen to a couple of rock records in a row. So maybe a jazz record or hell, even a country record. And Jay says, hey, why don't we put this on and play it? And that's when you say, or you should say, Jay, go pick another record.
Yeah.
No, this wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was.
It was, but it was kind of kitschy and kind of cool to listen to.
I thought this was going to be better than it actually was. That was the problem.
I mean, I grew up, Alabama was like, it was such a cool, your aunts and uncles, it was the band that they liked.
Everybody in the South, every middle-aged person in the South in the 80s liked Alabama.
Of course.
So, I think this is their big record.
Yeah.
It's got that Mountain Music.
So play me. Yeah.
Which if you're ever in a country bar at midnight and that song comes on, man, they go crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Fuzzy Ciano Jolly.
I thought it was like sounded kind of like thin with not much definition below.
Yeah, it wasn't recorded the best. And what did they do? They covered a Creedence song.
Green
River. I don't know about it.
No, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. But they're good music.
I mean, it wasn't out of tune necessarily.
Yeah.
I don't know if I liked it either.
Yeah.
Been wanting to really play this in a while. This is a crazy story. This band, Horseback, that we've played on the show. This is, what's the name of this album?
Dead Ringers.
Most of their shit, this is a dude, Jinx Miller, out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And he records and performs as Jinx Miller for like kind of a singer-songwriter type vibe. And he does Horseback, which at times has been in the past like from doom metal to kind of ambient drone to black metal, really razor blade type vocals over kind of weirdo ambient stuff. He's really ranged this shit out. So I've been really interested in this label that he's done this shit on. It's Three Lobed Records, and it's out of Jamestown, North Carolina, which is literally like 2.5 minutes from here. And so I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, I've got to know where this is. Is there a store? Can I go talk to the guy? I want maybe interview him for the show or some shit. I don't know. So I looked this guy up. It's a guy that it's a great article you can find for Three Lobed Records. This guy was a Duke graduate, and while he was in law school at Duke, and while he was there, he liked to promote shows and help bands out and help promote stuff and put on shows.
So he probably wanted to get in entertainment law or something like that.
I don't think that's what he did.
Oh.
But I looked him up. He's a legit lawyer in a big firm that's probably 5-10 minutes from my house.
What kind of
and still does this three-lobed shit on the side and produces some actual sponsors or helps out some really legit. James Gunn is on this, that new James Gunn record, which is phenomenal. A lot of that stuff is on this label, and this guy's just a lawyer up the street from here. It's nuts. It's really nuts.
Is it that firm, Dewey, Cheatham and Howe?
No. Hello. Hello. Hey, come on. Hello. Come on.
Are you going to watch, speaking of movies,
yeah.
Next week's Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
What's your go-to Thanksgiving movie? 'Cause I think it's a good day for
movie.
I always like watching a good movie on Thanksgiving night.
What I always go for is the I watch my Thanksgiving episodes of shows,
Okay.
and
That
of
could
course
count.
the WKRP, the Turkeys Away episode,
Mm-hmm.
and some other stuff.
I like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Is that an over the Thanksgiving holiday?
Yeah, he tries to get home for Thanksgiving. That's
What's
the whole
another one?
movie.
You think of another one?
No.
I wouldn't mind seeing that then. I
That's
may
a
have to
great
do
movie.
that.
That's a
I may
great
have-
movie.
I love that movie, but
Yeah.
I didn't recognize it as a Thanksgiving movie, so I may have to see it.
It may not be.
You can get
What about this?
anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Actually, god damn, man, we won't even be doing this show before Thanksgiving again. So this would be our Thanksgiving show.
Well, but the big show's Friday night when you make your traditional
leftover
dip.
nachos.
Yeah.
But I should have played Alice's restaurant tonight.
I'll let y'all do it on Friday.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. All right.
We'll have a theme next Friday night, as we always do the day after Thanksgiving.
Of course, yeah.
Same theme for the last
I
3 or 4 years.
had to play another Bossman jam that is just taking our hip-hop collection to the next level. This Beastie Boys Solid Gold Hits. Tonight we played the side that had the body moving. It's a Fatboy Slim remix. Triple Trouble, Sabotage, and Fight for Your Right.
Yeah.
Which this is just fucking juggernauts. I mean, you know that. If you need me to tell you that, you don't belong here.
When did this come out?
That Golden Hits thing?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Look at the picture. Hold that shit up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, hold that up.
Thing.
Don't let them records fall out.
They go everywhere.
Careful. They go everywhere. What am I doing with it?
I don't know.
We going in reverse now?
It's got a parental advisory lyrics
does.
thing on the corner down there.
FJ,
They were
I
cool.
told you to put on a record.
Actually, you put on a record.
I put on a record. I've been singing a song off this record all week. I got this digital. Jay hooked me up with this digitally, and I've been playing it all week long for some reason. And then Jay brought it over. I'm like, oh damn, I know we got to play that. Cult record,
Choice of Weapon.
Choice of Weapon. And what's the intro song? We didn't play that side.
No.
Honey
From a Knife.
Honey from a Knife, the big song off there, for me anyway. But the Wilderness song, what's it called?
Wilderness Now.
Wilderness Now. Holy shit, that's been in my head all week. And it's one of those bands I'm embarrassed to say I don't know enough about the Cult. I don't know anything about the Cult. And
It's because you're weird.
never really listened to them. And but now that I'm hearing them, I'm like, holy shit. And Jay made a point earlier, like, you really think they get better with age, which a lot of bands,
Oh, yeah.
let's be honest, does not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Most bands, oh, we're going to play some hits and here's some songs off our new album. And you're like, boo, that shit.
Yeah.
If Cult says that, that's some legit business going on right there.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well-made records.
So I'm a new fan of Cult. That's when I want to learn more about them and get more of their records and figure it out.
Buy their
And,
book. You said learn more.
Book? Their butt book? They have a butt book?
No, I just made that up, but it's good to read everything.
Would you argue with God is good, Jay? I think God is good. And Ohm also thinks God is good due to their release here that they recorded with Steve Albini, who's on the back of this.
So Ohm's the band, right?
Yeah,
It's
Ohm's
not a super group.
This is Al Cicero of Sleep, the bass player.
Okay, so it's a super group.
No, and it's two people. Emil Almos is some other guy. It's the
Yeah,
drummer.
okay, it's a super group.
No,
Yes.
no.
It's
It's-
I asked you that, and
kinda
you
like-
said no, it's an original
it's-
band is what you told
No,
me.
it's not. It's not a super group. It's
Well,
a
that guy's pretty big
side
from
project.
Sleep, though.
Yeah, that's it though. It's kind of more of a side project than a super
Okay.
group.
Okay. Yeah, I asked you, like, the band with all the religious things on there. They got another one that's got a brown cathedral looking, or is that somebody else?
Yeah, Vedic songs.
Yeah.
And then the one I'm missing is Pilgrimage. That's also a tremendous album.
Those are really cool covers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The John the Baptist cover on the Vedic songs is incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do a tremendous job, and with bass and drums, which just blows my mind. And Al Cicero, nobody can make a bass It's just fucking heavy as Al Cicero, man.
Yeah, this is like.
And then you include Steve Albini recording it and laying it down.
Yeah, he should have changed his name when he got famous, though.
Who, Al Cicero?
Yeah, like that's not a cool rock and roll name.
Oh, come on. He was already a legend.
He
before
should be a
did that.
lounge singer with that name.
Or a New York City gangster. You want me to have Al Cicero come pay you a visit, New York? We'll bring you a slice. We'll bring you a slice and a seltzer, New York.
Seltzer?
Yeah, we'll bring you a slice and a seltzer, New
Is that
York.
what your coworker likes, seltzer?
Everybody loves seltzer. You ever have spiders in your nose?
Your coworker, when y'all go out to lunch,
Yeah.
y'all out in the field, y'all eat lunch, does he get seltzer with his drink,
No.
with his food?
He didn't eat.
Oh.
I got spiders in my nose. You ever get spiders in your nose?
No.
That's your problem.
I get maggots in my diaper, though.
Okay. I can't speak to that. I'm sorry. I can't speak to that. This is my record, but it reminds me of Cameraman's record, and he's having a B-Day tomorrow. U2's War, which is my favorite U2 by far. No, I don't want to say by far. It's my favorite organic U2 record. I mean, I think Joshua Tree is a freaking masterpiece, but it's so poppy.
Right.
And War is not poppy in my mind. It's just it's 80s and driving and indie and just good rock and roll.
Yeah, they got, I mean, like...
Joshua Tree's Joshua Tree. I want my mommy. When my Joshua Tree. It's like Genesis, Invisible Touch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so good, and yes, I know it's pop. It's like, holy shit,
Yeah.
you can't tell me that's not a good record. This is a great record in general.
Well, that's
U2 War.
a lot of those,
opinion.
like Joshua Tree on, were very heavily produced
Sure.
records, and those are a little more raw sounding.
Yeah. Another look at this one. Here's another one. Marked out with the price tag. It says free.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest kick in the collection, if we can use that
You
term.
ever been kicked in the collection
You ever
before?
been kicked in the collection, folks? I was, and first time Bossman brought this over early in the game. Nas, Illmatic, and was familiar with it, listened to it, didn't really know how much of a seminal, just dick punch of a hip hop record. This is a seminal dick punch of a hip hop record, and it's so good. It's so good now. It was so good then. It's just so
It'll
good.
be so good in the future.
This is 94 on Sony, and I played the side, of course, that had for the Bossman, New York State of Mind, which is just a tremendous side of an album.
I thought, didn't Jay-Z have a New York State of Mind
Dude.
song?
Nas and Jay-Z do not see eye to eye. I don't know if we want to like unfold all this beef right now on this program, because like, dude, we only got so much time. You know what I'm
Dude.
saying? Beef.
It's what's for dinner.
Yep.
Can I have some of your man meat, Michael?
Real food for real people.
I want your man meat.
Looked white. It's a meat sandwich. It's pony. And speaking of Cameraman's birthday, pulled out a Cameraman record for his birthday. Neutral Milk Hotel on the Merge label, which is out of Chapel Hill, mind you. This is on Avery Island, which is one of the best Cameraman records we got going here. Tremendous record. Acoustic guitar affected. Fuzz and distortion and shit on an acoustic record.
Yeah.
Set that shit out there. Just tremendous stuff. Really enjoyed that record.
Awesome, man.
That's a shit we played, Jay.
That's fantastic, dude.
But we could, at this point, get into a lot of the business.
There's Tammy Ponderosa in the house.
No, it's not.
Which one is that?
That's Corky.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. That's Corky right there.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you why that's Corky?
Tell him why that's Corky.
I mean, I could if I really wanted to.
I think it's a good story.
You think it's a good story if I tell you why that cat's name is Corky?
Jack's at 3.
Celebrate, celebrate, let's all come together and celebrate, 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 it's a celebration of love. Celebrate, celebrate, let's all come together and celebrate, 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 it's a celebration of love. Voices joined in harmony all around the world. The sound of joy and laughter from every boy and girl. In my dreams I see a world of many colors bright, shining in the morning sky and lighting up the night. And I say we celebrate, celebrate, let's all come together and celebrate, 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 it's a celebration of love. Celebrate, celebrate.
Why'd you do that to us?
Well, if you have to know the truth, my aunt, some people call them aunts, but I
Yeah.
call them aunts.
Yeah?
She was married to a man, and that man ended up being murdered by a retard. So it's very special to me.
Are you serious?
Personally.
You are serious.
And when you really get down to it, aren't we all just retards? I mean, I don't think it's an appropriate term to use nowadays, but I think when you really get down to it, we're all retards.
If you'll get really retarded, come back tomorrow at 10 a.m.
We'll show you the original retard. All right.
Oh, God.
Let's get into a dig of the week.
Oh,
and from now on, I'm going to do
God.
bowstrings for my transitions. So when I come back to the camera, watch this. I'm going to pull back my bow and shoot it back to the camera. All right, Jay, what you got for dig of the week?
Give me a second here. I got some stuff. I got like 4.
Okay.
I'll do a couple, I guess.
You know, I went over to an actual record store. No thrift store digs this week.
Yeah.
I went over to an actual record store and spent a shit ton of money this week. So
Yeah.
actually some legit
You
shit.
spent some coins. This
I
is
did.
stuff that I've gotten in the last couple months because I don't get to go as often as I used to.
Yeah.
So this is a Rolling Stones Live 81. Still Life is the American tour. It's like a compilation of
I don't have
various
that one.
songs from that tour live, and it's a good live record. If you've seen any of the documentary stuff, like they had that movie that was filmed in 81 for this tour, and it's the same shit, just on vinyl. So that was a cool record to pick up.
Yeah.
I got this one a while back. I don't think I ever
Oh, wow.
showed this. Rolling Stones, again. It's a Satisfaction single.
Wow.
So it's a 45. It's a special edition 45. Feel how thick that is.
When did this come out? Looks here. Holy shit.
20.
That's like 200 gram, dude.
15.
Really?
And this is like a
Is it
special.
a record store day thing?
I have no
Kind of
idea.
seems like a record store day thing, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that would have stickers all over it if it was. for
Yeah,
sure.
no, I found this at the record store that I told you I went to today that sucks.
Yeah.
But I got it before they changed the owners, so it was a decent deal. And it's a 2000, what did I say it was, 2015 reissue.
That's pretty cool. Though.
Oh, here it is right here. Okay. It's a 180 gram, 45 RPM audiophile pressing, done by True Tone Mastering. It's got a serial number stamped to the bottom there, so I guess it was like a limited run.
What's the B-side? I'm curious. So it's got...
Satisfaction, The Under, Assistant West, Coast. Hold on a second.
Or is it like two versions of that shit? Surely it's got to have more than that.
No, one side is Satisfaction,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other side is the Under Assistant West Coast Promotion Man and the Spider and the Fly.
Wow.
So 2 songs on one and Satisfaction on the other song.
Cool.
That's a cool
Is
little...
that the original B-side, do you know? Like those tracks were...
I have no idea, but look, this thing is like, the grooves on this are so wide
Yeah,
you can
that's a
see
big...
them.
It reminds me of those Radiohead albums where they're just... And that's a 45 single on a big platter.
Yeah, and you can like see the
Man.
freaking...
That's gotta sound good.
Yeah. So, and it wasn't... I mean, it was only...
I'd like to hear all those B-sides.
Okay, well, we can put it on after the show.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I've heard Satisfaction. I'm sure that sounds amazing. Actually, we played it. It's been a little while.
But yeah, it's so I've had that for a little while, but it's fairly new. So
Cool.
It's cool. You want me to do a couple more? How many do you have?
I did some. I'm gonna do 3
Oh, well, I'll do. You go ahead and do your whatever, and I'll jump back.
because all mine are kind of in the same vein. I will say I went kind of metal this week.
Metal. It's a bit metal.
Become a big fan of Red Fang, and the most recent Red Fang album, Only Ghost, came out in 2015 or 2016, last year I believe. It's the 4th album. This is on black vinyl. And it's been kind of mixed. I've seen people that are like, this one, this like, some people say they deviate too far from their sound. Other people say they've taken this sound and really hammered it out. So it's funny that,
It's a good price.
yeah, and that's kind of what drove me. All of my stuff was like kind of recent, either recent albums or recent reissues, at a good price. And that's the way to do, because actually there's something I went up there, I found, I was kind of looking for, and I'm like, hey, I may spend a little money today. Mm-hmm. The new Mastodon record, which I've been jamming digitally,
Right.
Emperor of the Sand. I was like, I'll pick that up, and I picked it up.
Yeah.
Literally, like, physically picked it up.
Yeah.
$40, $39.99. I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
No, I agree.
It's tremendous record. Not paying $40 for it.
I agree.
And that's
Buy it on iTunes before you do that, no matter what, or however.
I have it
media you
digitally,
prefer.
so I can listen to it anytime I want to at a fairly decent bit rate. $40, too much for the vinyl. God bless them. But like Red Fang, that's another record that it came out like last year, and I'm like, man, this is good. I listened to it digitally, and I'm like, yeah, that's all right. And I went up there, and it was $25, $30. I'm like, I like it, but I don't $25, $30 like it.
How many bands would you spend $40 on a record for? I could think you probably Apex Twin. I bet you'd spend $40 on a record. Like a brand new Deck came out record, you wouldn't spend $40.
No.
There's no one.
I don't think there's anybody, to be
I
honest.
don't know if there is for me either.
If somebody said, to be honest, and only we'll get this, all the ODD songs on a vinyl record
For $40.
for $40, all the ones we like the shit we care about, and then some live tracks.
You do something like that.
Yep. But if Nirvana, so close to my heart. Pink Floyd, so close to my heart. Chuck Berry, so close. I wouldn't spend $40 on
the
that.
Stones put that record out last year, the year before that, whatever it was, called Black and Blue.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. I haven't heard it, but it's supposed to be really good. Well, it's supposed to be good for 75-year-old dudes putting on a new album.
Yeah.
But it's $40.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not spending. I mean, the Stones are probably one of my favorite bands, but
You guys tell us, leave us a comment. What's your cutoff? What's your cutoff for like, oh yeah, I like this band, and they got a new album out, I'm going to buy it. It's this amount of money.
yeah,
For me, I'm cheap, man.
I am
I'm
too.
so cheap. So when stuff just gets above a certain little thing, my spidey sense goes off that says, no, man.
Well, you said
No.
you talked about going to the record store today over in Greensboro. I haven't been there in 3 months probably at least. But I've gotten kind of back to the grassroots of going to Goodwill and
That's what I've been doing for
hoping to find
months.
something.
Yeah.
That way it's a little
I
bit
will
more
say
exciting.
the spot Hippo in Greensboro, the thing that really stands out about this place is you will find those 1 year, 2-year-old records, something that was totally on your radar, but you're like, I'm not spending that money. It comes up used in just a couple of years. Mm-hmm. I've done this several times over there. So a $30 record all of a sudden is a $15 record because it's used and somebody's like, I don't really like this.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to do vinyl anymore or whatever. And he doesn't, it's there for what it is. And that's what, actually, my 3 digs of the week are 3 examples of that. For sure. Because my next one is the first Mastodon record, Remission, for $15. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure this is like a 2011 reissue, if I'm not mistaken, on Relapse. But I mean, a lot of people say this is literally a modern metal masterpiece, or at least up in a top 5 of modern metal records that you have to own. And I've been picking up Mastodon records when I can that are not $40.
Yeah,
like we say.
You said that one 40 just came out recently.
Yeah, the Emperor of the Sand, which is it's the best. That record is number 2 right now. Not to give away my end of the year shit. And I don't have the vinyl.
Taylor Swift is number 1.
Elder. The new Elder record. Holy shit. If you guys have not heard that new Elder shit, go listen to that.
Can I say something?
Reflections of something. I can't remember the name of it.
So I listened to this talk radio show on iHeartRadio every day.
By Rush Limbaugh.
No, it's not political talk.
Okay.
But, so they got this iHeartRadio app on your phone.
Right.
And you can listen to whatever. And then during the commercial breaks on radio, they'll do their own commercials on the app, like advertise iHeartRadio programming or whatever.
Sure.
Tell a news break. And so they do the commercial spot for like 30 seconds going over the top 5 songs of the week.
Top 5 songs of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess this might be the old crotchety man coming out of me or whatever, but I think pop music is at an all-time low right now.
I would say that. There was a time in the late 80s and early 90s that also would come close to this.
I don't
sort of close.
But I don't think it's nearly as bad though.
You don't think?
Like it was. I don't think it was that bad in the 80s and 90s like it is now.
Yeah.
Like songs are terrible.
Pretty
like,
bad.
The popular stuff is terrible.
Yeah. I hate to tell people like, why are you listening? I mean, I run into that.
It all sounds the same. I mean, I don't know. And there's no bands on there, like musical acts.
Do a record.
You
got one more? Do everything you got. I got one more.
I'll do 2 quick ones. I got Toys in the Attic by Aerosmith recently too.
Okay.
I know you hate them.
I do, but that's the one to have.
This one, this is like the 2nd or 3rd record of theirs.
It's got Walk This Way, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
75.
That's the one to get.
Columbia.
Other than that, I don't know.
In very nice shape though. And then finally, I got this the same time as that last Stones. The Melvin Stoner Witch. I can't remember if I brought this over or not.
Yeah, just a fucked up one?
Yeah. I got it for like next to nothing. I took a gamble on it and it kind of failed me. So
Really?
yeah, it's pretty much unplayable.
The whole record?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Wow.
It has what looks like little measles on it.
Think there's any way to get it off?
Measles, not measles.
Little bumps?
Little bumps, yeah.
What do you think it is?
Measles are bumps, aren't they? Chicken pox, I guess. Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's like
paint? Like color bumps or like?
No, they're like black, like it's part of the record,
like a defect.
I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe it was out in the heat and bubble a little bit, so I don't know.
Since it's kind of screwed anyway, Maybe you should get like real aggressive with it and try to get them off of there. See what
I
happens.
could try it, yeah.
I mean, what are you going to lose? I have that record,
Yeah.
and it's one of my favorite.
Well, what I can
Melvins.
make out, it's a good record. Very good
It's
record.
tremendous. That's one of the ones from the CD. You know.
Yeah.
All right, what you got left?
That's it.
I got another one I picked up. I bought this one off the damn wall over there.
Oh, man.
Uh-huh.
Off the damn wall.
Didn't know this was actually a thing, to be honest with you, but actually reissued was the first Boris album.
Oh, wow.
Came out in '96. If you don't know, Boris was a Japanese band named after a Melvin song.
Boris Karloff.
This is
right?
Absolute Go. Originally, it was released on, check out this original label, Fangs Anal Satan.
That's awesome.
Was the name of the label. Shows inspiration from Melvins, most prominently Earth, excluding the Merzbow collaboration. Boris is not only broken down in apart. It's one long song. The whole album is one big
like
long.
The whole sleep thing there.
Yeah, but I think this one they broke it up for this reissue. It's got new artwork from the original shit, and it's got some a new track, a bonus track they threw on there, Drone Evil 2.
Yeah.
It's like a bonus drone track that's on there. So I've never seen that. I didn't know they reissued that, and I didn't know it existed. So when I saw it, that was another one. It was $11 or some shit like that.
Right off the wall, huh?
Yeah, it's worth more than that. And I saw it, and I'm like, whoa, what?
Yeah. Now, he's got the cheapest vinyl prices around.
Pretty tremendous. So I've got some Red
Especially
Fang.
new vinyl.
I've got some Red Fang, some Boris,
And some Boras.
and some Mastodon to listen to.
Yeah.
So I
you
think
have a
that's the
full
definition
weekend
of some metal up your ass.
Yeah, you have a full weekend of metal.
Yeah, I'm not. Nope, never mind. I'm about to say something.
I know.
Nope. So that's the kind of shit we had for Dig of the Week. That's pretty cool. That's some good stuff. I spent some money.
Good stuff.
Some good stuff.
First time in a while, though.
Yeah, for sure. So
Good to do it every now and
we'll
then.
take a little break and come back here and do a little so to speak and chip chat here on the program. That we appreciate you.
We'll see ya.
We'll see you in just a minute.
So you guys getting hungry?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Do you ever worry that they're playing too much Nintendo?
Oh, not anymore. See, Matt has Bible adventures. They're actually learning Bible stories while they're playing Nintendo.
Quick, get that Bible quote before you run out of power.
Bible Adventures features 3 games in 1 cartridge: Noah's Ark, Save Baby Moses, and David and Goliath. A must for every family with Nintendo. Call 1-877-BIBLE. That's 1-877-BIBLE.
Remember, Harry, it's Marion's first holiday turkey, not a word if it's dry.
It's her first turkey.
It won't be juicy.
What they don't know is Marion's first turkey is America's first turkey, Butterball. It's always juicy because it's specially deep basted, so every slice is moist and tender.
Juicy turkey, Marion.
I knew it would be.
After all, it's Butterball, also available fresh.
We're Beatrice.
They've got the records, they've got the dates. Record hole and record shops at TSL.
It's the new Yes album, Tormato. You can grab onto it now at Record World and the record shops at CSS for just $4.77. Plus, save on every Yes album from Atlantic Records and Tapes.
Record hole and record shops at TSL.
At Wegmans, around-the-clock holiday shopping is especially easy with savings on Wegmans fresh turkeys, just 89 cents a pound, and Tavern brand whole boneless hams, just $1.59 a pound. Standing rib roasts, first 5 ribs are just $2.99 a pound, and serve Highliner large white Gulf shrimp, a 1-pound bag, only $5.98. Merry Christmas from all of us at Wegmans, where fine food is a tradition.
Huh? Right up there.
Okay, get you know.
No, heck no.
Howard, don't knock it over.
There's a car behind.
I can't even get out there.
No.
You might fall down under. They locked it.
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. Look, look, look. Look. There you go, Buzz. Yeah, I might go up in it with the elevator.
Celebrate. Let's all run together and celebrate. 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 It's a celebration of love. The world of our tomorrow is built upon today. Let peace and understanding be there to guide our way.
Hey folks, thanks for staying with us here on Grown Man Record Night. This is the place to be on Friday night, and I think we've proven that this evening. If you don't believe that, go take a flying leap off and fuck off. I don't care nothing about you, and I'll be honest with you. I don't care about what happens to your parents either. They probably deserve it. They were raised such a shitty child that doesn't like Grown Man Record Night. Let's get into a little so to speak on the water, okay?
Let's do it.
This may have been something that we've done here on the program before. It's possible. It's possible that I've not done this.
I don't recall it.
I don't have any kind
But
of
I
memory.
don't have any recollection usually of things.
I will say, I think in a previous episode, actually not too long ago, and it's something my mom kind of hit me to, the idea of taking tea, iced tea, mixing it with ginger ale. And I'm like, oh, gross. I don't know about that.
Talking about regular old Southern iced tea.
Yeah. But, yeah. And then she was like, I was like, I don't know. She was like, seriously, you got to try it. And I'm like, okay. So we bounced chip ideas and shit like that off one another. So she did like a, it's about half and half. Well, tea and ginger ale. And I think we did it on the show. It's so good. Crisp, refreshing, summertime.
Did you just buy this?
Yeah. Crisp and refreshing, good stuff. And so today I see it Canada Dry has a green tea and ginger ale kind of combo. So it's got some fizz to it.
It's a weird looking soda. Like if you look in,
Oh, yeah.
it's just got stuff hanging around in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it does kind of do that, doesn't it?
Might be tea leaves, not tea leaves, but something in tea maybe. I don't know.
So this is not just Southern tea, but
green tea.
A green tea.
Yeah.
Give that a go, Jay. A little canteen swill. Oh, what did I just see where somebody carled something on TV? I was going to download it.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's a little different,
It's a little different. I think and I don't like sugary sodas, first of all, to be honest. But taking that and throwing it out, I think the green tea almost has a hint of like citrus to it to me.
Yep. They're kind of on the back end, I thought.
A little bit on the back end, so I don't know if that's on purpose.
I thought it was sweet going in, a little tart going out.
Yeah. I think if you could back off on the tart, I think this would be okay. I think by design, by idea, this is a great idea.
It tastes better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Or they don't imagine it to.
It's good. It's light and crisp, but keep in mind, it still has a lot of sugar. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not a health drink or anything.
No,
like
I'm
that.
kind of undecided on this. I think I like my mom's, the OG, like just regular tea and ginger ale mix better than their version of the green tea. The green tea kind of overpowers the ginger ale to me. And it's Canada Dry. I think you should let the ginger ale shine and splash it with some green tea.
Okay.
To me, this takes green tea and it's shoving it up in there sideways.
I can taste the ginger ale though, definitely.
Yeah, it's there, and that's what
And it
provides.
smells like ginger ale.
That's what provides the sparkling then.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a whole lot of sparkle though.
No.
So. Okay, well, interesting.
You know, for Chip Chat tonight, we've got chips over here we've not done. And even though this is really an open bag special and something that me and Jay have both had before, God, we'd just be remiss if we didn't mention this. And because this is just a terrific chip. It's such a good chip, I took some to my mom because I know this is her numero uno
Is
chip.
this the same bag we're eating last time?
No, different bag.
Oh.
So if any of you guys are south of the Mason-Dixon line, you may find yourself in a local food line groceteria. If you're not, I'm sorry. They don't do necessarily everything right, but this time they have done something right. In a store brand chip, carrying the food line moniker, and it's a margarita lime tortilla chip. Now, I've had other lime flavored tortilla chips before, some to varying degrees of awesomeness.
Now,
But this store brand.
Now let me say too, I had a hard time figuring out.
Can you hold these up, Jay?
Yeah, I had a hard time figuring out when we ate these. Two weeks ago we had these during the fight.
Yep.
And I didn't know if these are like Doritos that are flavored like lime,
like a Cool Ranch,
or if it is plain tortilla chips that you dip with that have a hint of lime to them, like you'll put in salsa or something like that. Or
it is a plain tortilla chip.
I don't know. I can't figure out exactly what it is.
I would say it's a plain tortilla chip with a hint of lime.
That you dip. You use to dip.
Yeah. But it's got a shit ton of lime on it.
Like Doritos aren't intended to dip.
I dip Doritos.
Well, I mean, you know, but they're made just to open the bag up and eat.
But it's a plain blonde tortilla chip, but with a lot of shit on it.
Yeah, yeah, it does have a lot of. Well, it's not overpowering though.
And we've done these with salsa, and they're tremendous. But by themselves, also tremendous. Seriously, if you're down south and you see the Food Line Margarita Lime chips, give them a shot. If you live down this way, you don't normally go to a Food Line, I'm telling you, man.
Do they fuck you up like you're eating margaritas?
Yeah, dude. Next thing you know, no, see, I'm back off right there. Nope. That's all you need to know.
Were you going to say something about my aunt?
Possibly. Do you have any Polaroids of her vagina? Polaroidvagina.com.
We'll buy it right now.
Let's buy it right now. GoDaddy. Bye, Danica. Thanks for being a race car driver.
Yeah, she retired. Or does that mean nobody else will pick her contract up?
I didn't know she was still racing. In fact, I'm not sure she's been racing this whole time. NASCAR jokes. North Carolina. Hey, thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. We've had a good time this evening playing record albums and talking with all you idiots out there and having a good time. Stay tuned tomorrow night.
It's not nice to call the crowd idiots.
Special Facebook Live going on tomorrow night, possibly. So if you're not following us on the Facebook page, please go do that because we might have some cool shit going on and we'll have a little viewer interaction on some shit.
You can submit your questions.
Submit your questions and we'll lay it down. We'll lay it all down. So thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. For Jay the Curbist, a.k.a. Agent Bebby, I'm Mikey Bananas.
Bye.
We'll catch you next time. And be sure to check us out on the YouTube and tell your friends. And keep telling all your friends because I hope to do this for a living one of these days. But I won't really. But in case I ever do, you know what will be in my house? The PF8AC, the premier model of the flat Oasis water fountain. Oh, it's so beautiful. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
And we're really shooting for 50,000 likes this week.
This week, if we get 50,000 likes, I'll give away my car. Bye.